Greetings, kiddos. I am on my white hair anime femboy fuck shit. Let me tell you. So earlier this week, was it Thursday? Yeah, because I worked Friday. I worked Thursday too, but Thursday was the first day of my moderately busy week. I would say it's a little bit more than moderate. I was pretty busy this past week because I was moving hotels and all that kind of stuff. But Hertz gave me a pretty shitty car. It's a Mitsubishi Mirage, and I looked at it and was like, oh, she's small, she's compact. Okay, well let's see the interior. And I get in and like there's no console, there's no place to like hang your sunglasses. There's like very few perks. There's no bells and whistles. And I was like, oh shit, this car must be from like 2005 or something. This is an old ass car. And something that clued me in that like maybe it's not is it has a backup camera, like a pretty, not robust, but like it worked, and it was pretty, the camera was pretty nice. So I went ahead and looked it up. Turns out the car that I am driving is a 2022 model, and I am flabbergasted. And y'all know me, I'm a very roll with the punches type dude, and so, you know, I get in the car and ride and, you know, do my shit. But I get to the Y after a day of work, and I finished early. I finished at like 1 that day. On Thursday, I finished at 1, and I was fucking excited to go to the gym, get a workout in, and go back to the hotel and just chill for a little bit. But that wasn't in the cards. That sure the fuck wasn't in the cards. And so I sat in the car for maybe like 20, 30 minutes, and I'm doing some work, and I had the air blowing. I should have cranked it before too long, but I didn't think to do it, and I didn't think like 25 minutes would be too long. It was. It fucking was. And I hate Hertz. I cannot describe to you how much I hate Hertz. I talk to travel. Every time I get deployed, I have to communicate to travel what exactly I would want as far as my rental car and my hotel accommodations. And I let them know I need a Homewood every time. I let them know I want anything but fucking Hertz. Every time, because Hertz sucks. Hertz is the fucking worst. And so I gave them two addresses, and they decided they want to go with either of those rental places. And so roll with the punches, roll with the motherfucking punches. And so I'm sitting at the Y, and I go to turn the car back on after doing my work, because I know that you can't just leave it running. You can leave it running when you turn it all the way up, but I didn't have it turned all the way up. And so when I go to turn it all the way on, I'm like, bitch, are you fucking kidding me? Where have we seen this? Where have we fucking seen this? And so I sit there in my shitty car, contemplating what are my next moves. And so I decide just to go in to the gym and do a workout, because why the fuck not? Because if I call the roadside assistance people, it's going to take a long time to get there anyway. It's about 90 minutes every time. And so I decided to go in and give them a call, like in the middle of my workout, so I would have some time to get it finished up and come out and maybe wait a few minutes and they, be pulling up. That was probably my, third mistake? There's a series of mistakes that I've made. The first mistake was definitely trusting travel to have my accommodations for my hotel. No fucking bathtubs, so I had to switch hotels, and I have to get a doctor's note for it. Second mistake, giving Hertz the benefit of the doubt on this shitty car. Like, I kind of assumed that Hertz wouldn't have models like that were this no frills. It's kind of surprising to me. But on top of that, they gave me a car that had a battery voltage of like 9. It needs at least 12. And so they gave me a fucked up ass car with a fucked up ass battery. And that was a mistake of mine. So my third mistake was thinking that the roadside assistance was going to respect my time. Lucky me. your white-haired anime boy. I sit in the car after my workout for maybe an hour, and I'm talking to Dig and, you know, chilling. And he's like, are they there? Are they coming? And I was like, I don't know. They didn't give me an ETA. And so I call up AAA and they're like, they're coming. They're going to be there. And I'm like, okay, well, that's not giving me a whole lot of confidence. But okay, I'll wait. Another hour goes by. It's been, what, 2.5 hours? Because I was in the gym working out and I called halfway through. And so that was 30 minutes of the wait time that I spent in the gym, and then 2 hours that I spent in the car, so 2.5 hours. And so I called them up and they're like, yeah, no, it's gonna be another 45 minutes. And I was like, fucking okay, that's putting me at like what, 5 almost, 6 almost. I can't quite remember the times. It ends up like from 3 to 6 is how long I stay there. I swear to God, like, I'm sorry, I'm thinking about it, like how just, they did not give a fuck. They didn't give a fuck. They just let me sit there. And the Y was gonna close and I wouldn't have anybody to help me. And so I went to the Y and asked if there was anybody there that could jump my car. Of course, the Y is a gym is filled with fucking buff dudes. This buff dude comes out and he's like, oh shit, you're parked right next to me. Let me jump your car. Like, he had to push it out because there was a car between us. He pushed my car out and jumped it, and easy peasy. I got the fuck out of there after waiting 3.5 motherfucking hours for these people to come. Man. And then at 7, they call me. Like, bitch, I'm gone. I'm big gone. I'm fucking, oh my God. I didn't answer the phone because, like, that is, what the fuck? How are we going to treat people like that? I'm tired. I'm motherfucking tired. And so I had called Hertz and let them know. They never came. And they did, but like they never came. And they put a note in there saying that I had to get help from somebody. But yeah, my Thursday wasn't great. My Friday was But I did meet a fucking turkey. I met a turkey. Oh, that shit was lit. And I didn't know I loved turkeys. She was so sweet. She was the sweetest motherfucker on the planet. Like, what an absolute sweetheart. Hello, friend. Greetings. Dude, I love this job. I love this job so much. Do you see her? Oh my God. Can you believe she chose me? I was so blessed. I'm so blessed. But yeah, that was kind of a cool experience. I did like that turkey. That was probably the highlight of yesterday. And I mean, I worked out yesterday, and so I feel pretty rejuvenated by that experience. Today's Saturday, and so I've been chilling. But, of course, the struggle never ends. The struggle never ends. And so when I called Hertz, they were like, yeah, no, you're going to need to eventually get a new battery. And I was like, okay, well, can I just get a new car? And they're like, yeah, no, you could definitely do that. You have to go to the airport. And I'm like, well, the airport's probably like 30 minutes, 45, an hour tops. That's fine. I'll go to the airport and get a new motherfucking car. If it means I don't have to drive in this fucking car made of toothpicks, I'll drive 2 hours. Bet. And first of all, the dude that I'm talking to at Hertz, I don't know if he has like a breathing problem or something. I have misophonia. And so the way that he is speaking to me is driving me up the wall, because every breath he takes out is like a pained sigh. He was breathing through his mouth and sighing out every breath. It drove me fucking crazy because I can't turn down the volume because you could still hear it. And I can't just put the phone down. I need to hear what he's saying. Oh my, ugh. That was horrible. That was like a 15-minute call. All to find out that I can't go to the airport to get my car. I would have to go all the way back home and start my contract over. And I don't want to have to do that because I've already made appointments for when I have to come back to exchange my car for a new one. And so I'm like, okay, well, is there any other thing I can do? He's like, yeah, I can give you a waiver so you can get the car fixed. And I'm like, okay, well, I guess I got to keep this bullshit ass car for the next month. That's cool as long as it's the next month and not the next, 2 months. it's not changing up my schedule. Cool, let's go. And so he's like, yeah, no, there's a Pep Boys down the street, so you can go ahead and go there and give them the voucher and they'll fix the car. I'm like, okay, cool. And so I go up to the Pep Boys like Friday morning, right before work. I'm thinking like, changing the battery takes like 2 minutes. It's super fucking quick. I'll go up there. They'll change the fucking battery. It'll take an hour tops because it takes no time to change the battery. I could change the fucking battery. That was a fucking lie. I deluded myself this day. And so they're like, we're booked solid. You can drop your car off. And I'm like, bitch, I'm not doing that. I have work today. And so I do all my files for the day and come back. Because I'm like, bitch, I'm not waking up in the morning to drop off this car. I'm not waking up at 7 to drop it off. That's not happening. And so I'm dropping it off Friday afternoon. I walk back to my hotel. It's like 20 minutes. It's not that bad. But Augusta is kind of rough. Augusta's rough. And so I was feeling a little bit uncomfortable because it was nearly 6 o'clock. It was 6 o'clock. There were some people that were unsavory, making me a little uncomfortable, walking too fucking close behind me. However, we got through it. I will be taking Ubers. Anytime after like 4, gotta take an Uber. Even in fucking daylight, it's uncomfortable. Pep Boys has to communicate with Hertz to get it authorized so they can actually change out the battery. And I dropped this car off Friday night, like at 6. Dropped it off, walked back to the hotel. I called them this morning and I'm like, okay, when can I expect my car to be fixed? And they're like, oh, we haven't even gotten the word back from Hertz. I'll fucking get on it. And I'm like, okay. They start working on it, I guess. They do the inspection, and so I get the updates. And so I call back because it's supposed to be ready by 3, and so I'm calling at 4 because I'm like, well, I'll give them some time because inefficiency. And they're like, oh shit, Hertz hasn't even let us do it. And I'm like, what the fuck? Can you give them a call and like get this shit done? It takes 2 minutes. It takes 2 fucking minutes to do a fucking battery change. Please. They call and they get the authorization and they're like, okay, it should be done by the end of the day today. And it's not. It's not. Surprise, it's not. It wasn't. And so it's 7:30 now? Yeah, they were supposed to have it done by 6:30 today, and they didn't. That's cute, right? Adorable. I'm thinking I'm going to go downstairs and work out, and then take my bath and my tea, because I need to fucking relax. Yeah, I got dressed up because there was nothing else to do. I do feel good about myself, though. I do. I love this wig, y'all. I'm in love with this wig. I need another one or 3 in different colors, and then I need a slightly longer one in white. I feel like I could fuck someone's credit up real good. But yeah, this week has tried my patience, and I think I have prevailed. However, I am a little fucking stressed, and my armpit it's been trying to get bad, but I got some antibacterial stuff and Band-Aids, and I've been, working on it like I did back in the day when it was like a struggle, when like it was just open all the time. And that's kind of what's going on right now, where it's like these rolling flare-ups, and it just doesn't have a chance to get better. And I know that working out is going to cause some friction and make it not great again, but I need to work out, so. But yeah. Fuck.